The voice of sharing Durian ASEAN.
Hello, welcome to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing. On ASEAN Daily, we will bring you the daily updates and commentaries on issues and events that are impacting this region. I'm your host, Arlene Tan, and today on Wednesday, 23rd of March 2016, we will bring you the latest politics and current affairs news from Southeast Asia. Our top story today, Aung San Suu Kyi to run Myanmar Foreign Ministry. Her name is on the list of 18 submitted to Parliament by President-elect Tin Cho. The BBC Jonah Fisher in Yangon says she will head up foreign affairs, energy, education and be minister in the President's office. She will be the only woman appointed to the cabinet. Suu Kyi is barred from holding the presidential post due to the 2008 Myanmar's constitution, drafted by the outgoing military rulers. In the current form, Section 59(f) states that a presidential candidate must be a citizen, be born of parents who are both Myanmar citizens, and cannot have a foreign spouse or children. Suu Kyi's two sons are UK citizens and she was married to Michael Aris, who are also a British citizen. Suu Kyi had already made it clear that whatever her title, she was going to run the new government. Her biggest priorities are education reform, energy, and foreign policy. She's taking matters into her own hands. 15 other names of the ministerial list were chosen by Suu Kyi, a Nobel laureate and former political prisoner, while 3 names were chosen by the Commander-in-Chief of the Army. Parliament is expected to vote later in the week to confirm the post. The National League of Democracy has a huge majority in both houses of parliament, although the military automatically occupies 25% of the seats. If she does become foreign minister under the complex political structure, Suu Kyi will have to stand down as an MP and refrain from all NLD activities. Let's move on to the next news. Vietnam puts blogger on trial for anti-government posts. A well-known Vietnamese blogger, Nguyen Hun Vinh, and his assistant Nguyen Tin Min Tu will go on trial this week for posting stories that the government says could cause people to lose faith in the government. They have been in jail since 2014. Vinh, a former police officer, started his Ba Sam blog in 2007 and later began 2 other blogs on citizens' rights and Vietnamese history. The blogs provide links to news stories about politics, social, economic, and cultural issues. The Associated Press said that the blogs use stories from both state media and political activists. Vietnamese state media reported that the 2 bloggers are charged with posting more than 20 stories with quote-unquote untruthful and groundless content. The government says that the stories present a one-sided and pessimistic view, causing anxiety and worry and affecting the people's confidence in Vietnam's Communist Party and government. While Amnesty International criticized Vietnam on Tuesday for continuing to keep the 2 bloggers in prison and put them on trial, calling it for them to have an immediate release of the 2 bloggers. Amnesty International also says that the government is trying to remove legitimate criticism and making people afraid to ask questions of their leaders. Amnesty International says that it has health concerns about Vinh. The human rights group says Vinh has a skin condition for the past 6 months and was not given needed treatment. On another news, 2 Singapore transit workers die after being hit by train. 2 maintenance staff working on elevated tracks in Singapore's mass transit system, Nasruddin Najumuddin and Muhammad Ashraf Ahmad Buhari, were hit and killed by a train yesterday, Tuesday. They were part of the 15-member team that was on track to investigate a possible track fault or malfunctioning signalling equipment near Pasir Ris Station in eastern Singapore, Chief Executive SMRT Desmond Quek said. The authorities are currently investigating the exact cause of accident. What they know is that the workers were walking along in a single file along the walkway close enough to the oncoming train that was moving in the direction opposite to them. He said it is a standard procedure for workers to be on tracks while trains are operating in order to investigate quote-unquote every fault. According to an insider, safety ought to be the priority by the SMRT. Speaking to Today News from Singapore on the condition of anonymity, an SMRT engineer said they are very angry and said that such things is happening. It was an accident that could have been avoided. Safety should always come first and not be compromised, even when the management wants problems to be fixed fast to avoid delays of the train service. There were also a lack of transparency and accountability surrounding the accident. Another SMRT employee who declined to be named said that ground crew personnel were not given much information after the accident. He himself was not told what was happening at the accident scene or about when the station may be reopened. Singapore train system has experienced a string of disruptions in recent years, denting the city-state's reputation for efficiency. At least 3 delays caused by train and track faults were reported in the past week on the train network. The MRT system, which began operations in 1987, has experienced increased pressure on its services, with ridership rising from 647 million in 2013 to 676 million last year. That's all from our ASEAN Daily today. Thanks for tuning in to the Durian ASEAN with Arlene Tan. For more updates on Southeast Asia, please go to our website at durianasean.com. If you're on the go, you can always download our TuneIn app in your mobile. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels at Durian ASEAN and Durian ASEAN TV. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram. We always welcome feedback from our listeners. Stay tuned with ASEAN Daily, Monday to Friday, same time at 12 to 1 p.m. on GMT+8. Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.
You're now listening to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.